Let's take a look at the first round knockdown. It came out of the blue. A strong right hand just crumpled the legs of Fres Oquendo. A one-punch knockdown. It was up on the side of the head. And now you'll see it with our Exmo slow motion look at it, and it was on the side of the head. If that punch been on the chin, Barry, that might have been lights out.
Second out. Hit him right up along the temple.
Let's go, Freddie.
It is, as they described in the corner, a flash knockdown. We've seen him a lot, and sometimes the fighter just comes in a little bit too cool. He's not quite ready to go, and Holyfield took advantage of it.
And Freddie Roach talking to Oquendo about using some side-to-side movement, which, again, I was just shocked in the first round as to how Fres came out.
But we have seen this with Fres Oquendo before, where his corner will tell him one thing, and for whatever reason, he just doesn't do it. Holyfield's still not doing very much.
Yeah.
All of that noise from the corner is coming from the corner of Fres Oquendo, where they're yelling at him to move, jab, jab.
Neither of which he's doing.
So far, with the exception of the right hand, though, remember, Holyfield really hasn't gotten off.
Let's go to Sean O'Grady. Champ, what do you got?
Well, Henry Oquendo in the corner of Fres telling him, look, that was just a flash knockdown, settle down. He said, further, you want to move side to side, move laterally, and bob and weave, move your head. He's trying to follow directions, guys.
Doesn't seem to be doing it real well here. But again, you can't overemphasize the fact that he does have some pop.
I think back to the fight that Holyfield had with James Toney. He fought an excellent first round against Toney and an excellent third round against Toney. So he was very much in the fight for 3 rounds, and then suddenly the tank went dry real fast, and Toney really made him pay for it.
The other thing about Holyfield is he has not sparred a lot. His training team does not feel that at his age that's that important. He only spars 2, maybe 3 days a week. So I'm sure somewhere in the back of his mind, at the very least, is that question mark of, how far can I really go?
I think that was the smart way to take it. I mean, he's still training a lot of rounds. He can still work with the mitts. He can still work on the bag.
Right. I didn't mean to imply for a minute that he wasn't training. I mean, I've never known him not to come into a fight ready to fight.
217 pounds. It seems like he weighs just about the same thing every time he fights.
Stop!
Very slow start here, really, from both men.
Sometimes Oquendo's fights turn ugly. Certainly the fight with John Ruiz was.
Oquendo stepped in with the right hand there, but it was deflected by the gloves of Holyfield.
I think Evander's looked a little bewildered in this second round. He hasn't gotten a clean shot at Oquendo, giving him some awkward looks and angles.
I think he kind of gave that round to Oquendo. I gave the round to Oquendo just kind of on default.
This worked our ass off, man. You understand? You work your butt off in the gym, okay? Hey, look.
Ronnie Shields is the voice you're hearing.
You got to be disciplined behind your gym, okay? You can't let this man dictate nothing. This guy's so afraid of you, it's pitiful, man. All right? All you have to do is put a little pressure on him behind the gym.
Little water.
When you get close, then work your combinations on him, baby, like you do in the gym, all right?
Whatever you want to do, come behind the jab. Whatever you want to do.
Everything is working for you, all right? Everything is good for you, baby. But look, you got to go behind the jab. Keep shooting the right hand. But when you get close, let's start going on the body, man. This guy's so soft at the body, it's pitiful.
Big shot from you, okay, son? All right? Double jab, right on your body. Right there.
Body, we worked on it, bro. Let's do it. Don't stand still. Walk around. Walk around.
Freddie Roach, as usual, calling his fighter son in the corner. I've had so many fighters that have trained with Freddie say they like the father-son relationship. Although Freddie's not an old man by any means.
Well, of course, Angie Dundee called everybody's son. And who could forget Angie saying to Sugar Ray Leonard in the first Tommy Hearns fight, "You're blowing it, son. You're blowing it."
One of the most famous lines ever uttered by a trainer in boxing. Now Now, Evander Holyfield, to my recollection, has not thrown a single combination in this fight. Through 2 rounds. And I think that's what Ronnie Shields was trying to get him to do. And they really want Oquendo, and Oquendo is starting to move now. And there's that jab.
And that's Oquendo's ticket.
Stop!
Of course, you can't do that. Maybe a little talking to.
Hit him almost in the back with a kidney punch.
Chris Bird has joined us live now from the set. Chris, what do you see so far?
Well, Evander came out quick. I mean, he caught him and flash knockdown. So I think Fres Oquendo started getting to his groove, which is very awkward. He's starting to, outboxing, and he used that long jab. He has very long arms, so hopefully Evander don't get into the mode of fighting Fres Oquendo's fight. Because the longer it goes, it's advantage Fres Oquendo.
Oquendo's outworking him right now, it seems, Chris.
And Holyfield's going to have to deal with this style. Oquendo showing more movement now in the 3rd round. And showing that jab, his best it's looked so far in the 3 rounds. And if you give him that 2nd round, if he continues like this in the 3rd round, he'll have evened up the fight after the 1st round knockdown. If you're doing some work to the body, Barry, some of it legal, some of it not.
Yeah. Oquendo, they're just headhunting right now.
I think that's a good idea, though, for Evander.
Stop!
Go ahead and work to that body. Take those good legs of Oquendo away. That could pay dividends down the road for him.
Oquendo is just missing with that right hand.
Let go.
Holyfield throwing a left hand. Oquendo stepped in with the right hand of his time. Close round, not much action.
Deep breath. Take a drink.
Give me the thing. Watch it up there. Up in front. Give me.
Okay. Good round. A little bit
When he step over to the right, just shoot him right there.
One to the body, right to the body. In and out, right? In and out.
just like in the middle.
Be satisfied in the inside, but him holding you. We done worked on this every day. He gonna try to hold you. Look, just let your hands go with this guy, man. Come on, baby, let's go.
On him. You
Come on,
this guy, we go home early.
Let's go, baby. Let's go home early. I'm ready to go.
What's up to you, though, home?
Ronnie Shields sounds like he just can't believe what Evander's giving, which isn't much so far.
No, exactly right. And
Begging him to let his hands go.
Freddie Roach saying you got to get a little bit busier. And Fres Oquendo came out winging with the left hand, but it missed. Holyfield trying to reach in with the jab to the body, and then he misses with the left hand. Holyfield, as we said, told us that he has a tendency to get a little bit lazy throwing punches, and as a result of that, what he does is he has his training staff count his punches, both when he's sparring, when he's working with the bag, when he's working with the mitts, he has them count punches.
Yeah, he's got like a quota system, actually. Yeah, he knows the number of punches that he wants to land around when he's working on the mitts, when he's working in sparring.
And he wants 150 when he's shadow boxing, he wants 50 around when he's sparring, and he wants 100 when he's working with the hand pads.
Here's the difficulty now that that Holyfield's facing. It's the awkward style of Oquendo, and he just, at least right now, he just can't seem to launch any punches.
Oquendo is moving from left to right, just kind of circling Holyfield. And Holyfield's just kind of following him.
This was why exactly what we're seeing right now is why the choice of Fres Oquendo was such a curious
I'll have to
one
get in the next round.
for his next opponent. Because on the morning of the Jeremy Bates fight, he said he was done fighting fighters who employed a system of moving and jabbing. People like Larry Donald, he didn't want to fight those kind of fighters anymore. We'd just be chasing him down, and you just see him just kind of plodding ahead here right now, trying to chase down Fres Oquendo and being very unsuccessful at it.
And then what he told us this morning, he said when you can't demand what guy you want, you take who's there. And it's Fres Oquendo who is there and who is very slowly turning the tide of this fight. Now the crowd's getting a little restless, but Oquendo is, I would have to think, doing the right things.
Now Holyfield's got to see if he can jab with Oquendo. Evander's got a good jab.
He's getting outworked right now. And again, Oquendo winning the round as much for what Holyfield is not doing than for what he is doing.
All you gotta do. I'm so proud of you. I get it, Henry.
You slowing down, you're speeding up.
You hear that, Fres? You're slowing down, you're speeding up. Deep breath. Put your hand on me. Put your hand on me. Over.
Let's work this guy now. You're starting to set that trap with that right hand. It's real nice, okay? Keep walking him into the right hand, okay? Touch him, drop that right hand, okay? Come back with the hook for me, okay, son? You put three punch combinations together, you do fine, okay? Not one punch at a time for me, okay? All right, we need a little more numbers, okay, son?
Fres, you're looking beautiful. Walk the ring, that's it.
What fight is this guy?
Round number 5.